Asleep.
One.
Okay, FURIA on defense, MIBR on attack.
Elevation and play from them, and MIBR as well.
And they're playing in a set comp on Sunset, which is a bit of
the
fun.
Gen G.
Not expecting to see this.
The Gen G pistol. The Gen G pistol double sheriff got them 5 pistols
straight away,
today.
MIBR have taken control of mid here, and they've left Pala.
Also, the Gen G pistol for people that aren't or that are anti-sheriff in pistol rounds. They had a 13-0 pistol streak. It did get broken today, but
comfortably now, trying to interrupt the plant, but it does go down, and now inside markets. MIBR are hold up here. Paranoid, they're coming from the backside. It's a problem. Khalil makes short work of Mateen.
Dude, I love watching FURIA recently.
FURIA here with a
FURIA have fast become
defending pistol.
One of the teams that I wasn't excited to watch to one of the teams that I'm actually just like, damn.
Exited that short stint in retirement, only spent a couple months in Tahiti and has come back all ready to play. He just couldn't resist the allure of competition.
That's the real bang we've been waiting for. The T1 Bleed game.
In the past,
why? Dude, I think FURIA past 3 weeks, maybe was it the 100 Thieves game?
So far,
they didn't look great, but
peak form. We've seen him be one of the stronger mechanical players from the Brazilian region. You know, he's done his job. He's been competent. He's been more of a role player for the team so far. And as the weeks go by,
Bleed gonna have a 6-hour tech pause, bro. I'm out of there. That happens, I'm out of there.
Here we go, of course, FURIA.
I mean, there's no Rossi anymore, right? Rossi was the reason.
Himself an outlaw. Again, to the extremity with that weapon, though. Looking towards B lobby, shut down any contact through there.
See, do we know if there's no Rossi?
Rich. And it's a slow
I'm not sure they announced it out of the 6 who's playing.
Yeah, that's 0 point defense.
Okay, what are they actually buying? On defense, this is a little bit risky than what some people do on defense.
Oh,
let's go for a 4-1. They go for a double sheriff.
MIBR wanted to go aggressive there, but now they've got to play from behind the one-way again.
Rossi heavily hinted. That is such a hard sentence to say.
It's Rich, the newcomer, with a sheriff. We've seen him with some pretty solid mechanics so far.
He tweeted he's got one more in him. Yeah, he might play it.
He was the one against Loud where they got their first map win, MIBR and Lotus. He was the standout. He really stepped up.
That's what he's hinting at? Yeah.
Havoc looking to take contact again, backs away from Pala, and he's gone straight into a tripwire. Simple stuff here for Havoc, baiting.
nice knife over towards Tiles as well.
The RC knows better than to challenge just straight up here.
Get a good amount of info.
Havoc has no reason to be elsewhere. He took hardly any damage from that engagement. Wazira gets involved now. The outlaw strikes through, and it'll just be Rich here.
The aim is not here right now.
Brought down instantly.
Hope that one gets a little bit better.
Oh, so clean from the defensive
no one dies as well. They're gonna have a very good bonus.
Look on the map would not be unique in any way. If we were playing Ascent, I'd be falling asleep seeing them pick this comp, Mitch. But it's interesting to see on Sunset. I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe we would get the Neon since they've been so partial to that with MW, who's been looking really solid on that agent. With teams like NRG making use of it here on Sunset.
Done crazier
they've opted for this unique look, and I appreciate that about FURIA. The work they've done in the offseason.
Are they really not going to buy up with the 2 sheriffs? Wow, they full bonus this.
Cypher Trip's definitely something to look out for, but FURIA have ways of breaking them. W0 a bit of a spray in the woods mid. He's taken so much of this space. They might be corralled now onto the B side. They've got to come out from lobby.
You like this? Not many teams do this anymore.
It doesn't seem to be the case. They don't have the information on that Cypher just yet, so
got to re-clear mid for this, surely.
And fearful as well that they could be running into those trips if they go for a hard B hit, so they're going to just slow
James,
down,
James 4. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the prime usage. Welcome into the Slug Club. Thanks for doing that.
Still, MW0 sees a bit of action. Takes a hit and backs away from it. Market door is broken.
BJ, I said you, right? And Johnny, I think I said everyone.
And again, this is the slow pace that this team typically do like to play at.
They're real slow in this one. We're going to push this guy off and pretty much going to be sending it over towards A on this.
It's effective for taking elbow, which is
oh, this time is going to be horrendous. Ooh, that's nice though. Gets the info. Got K just to delay. Double kill trip. Where's the spike going? Dude, the spike's rotating at 30 seconds. As we can see on the minimap, they've absolutely owned them.
And it's done exactly that. Look at the FURIA rotations at the top of the map.
They will potentially have a crossfire here at top mid. Shanti almost caught out there. Liasi, a golden opportunity goes begging. Khalil comes in for the other side. Pala can't do anything but really wait for his eventual captors to arrive. At least a plan here for MIBR. They're going to get one player into Boba. Mazin backing into lobby. FURIA have their numbers advantage. They've got everyone up. Still good weapons to work with. This bonus so far going smoothly.
Martin is going to get that one. Newly swapped over to the Sentinel, but MW on the flank.
Just flood in. Khalil's so low. Noswa, where is he? Doesn't need to be involved. In fact, Khalil gets it done with 5 HP. And FURIA have to feel good. They take both the Vandals out of the bonus. And MIBR's buy-up
It wasn't great.
Scattered to the 4 wins.
That was a respectable effort from Artzin, the newly adorned Cypher for the team, picking up a very important role on this map. But just unfortunately for MIBR, they actually worked the map nicely. They drew those rotates, but they just got caught out one by one. And frankly, Liazi, he's got to get that kill, Mitch. So
Chandy was asking to get slapped there.
They got
a bit tough to watch.
They gotta get both of
of
those kills, man. The back-to-back was too much.
Remember, they used to try and sell fakes with that solo initiator. Very different comp now that they're running with. Good macro, but it's the execution that's been lacking.
Uber's casting recently has been really cracking me up. It's crazy how he has like a really good line every other round.
It's so ugly! Muzzy with the TP. It might be trying to make something happen here with a bit of a force buy. Well, you know what they say, here for a good time, not a long time.
Okay.
MW with the scoped weapons has actually
only have one death on this
better.
one, so their money's really good.
Off season into 2024. You know, not that shot on the breach was particularly remarkable, but it is worth noting because he used to really just be a rifle.
First buy round didn't happen. Second buy round, this is the one that matters.
You know, Outlaw, obviously, essentially the same thing, has really improved this year.
Here on this map, especially, we often see those defensive scope weapons taken to the extremities to deal with things like that, like these straight-up contact peaks by attackers.
And what's cool,
little reset
from
timeout reset,
is that some of these rounds, scoped weapon in hand, that Outlaw, that's something for MIBR to deal with. And on a previous, when MW had a rifle, didn't really get to talk about it in the round, but they went for a really unique play down mid that is something no team would expect, as this
135 streak. Damn,
that I've never seen
we got
before,
3 people that are 135 plus.
Into an Omen smoke, and then they had a recon and a pop flash sent by their KO and Sova over the top. And it caught a couple players. He just wasn't able to get the kill when they were
you guys even called like the random
really unique, cool play. So
once a month
MIBR
rank streams.
Different looks thrown at them, and we're just
impressive.
4 rounds in.
And it forced them might be able to expend some utility on actually getting back into the middle part of the map.
I threw some of them in to break the streaks. You guys survived. Dot FPS with the Prime. Thank you so much for doing that, man. And Flow _ 432 with the Prime. Appreciate the Prime usage. Thank you, Primus.
Ended up re-clearing at the time, but MIBR forced to play a very slow round and eventually just got worked down.
MW is actually going to go for
Reprovise. What time do they start for you?
Out of the timeout, so even more deadly for MIBR, who have full armors across the board. You're expecting
4 AM kind of.
Yeah, no, big investment.
Not the best
time.
time.
Minimap, he's posting up on this corner. So actually inching over to, just to, I guess, punish down on this.
I got raided by John QT today. It was a lot of the 4 AM crew.
Version of the B extremity play. Dangerous though. He doesn't have a satchel to get him out of the fault line like a race.
Nice, man. Plucked
out, and the operator clatters to the ground.
Tried to go for the updraft dash.
Yeah, okay, so we got some options there.
It was a little bit awkward. That shot from Pala might have been crazy. That was a little mid-air headshot.
What is going on
from him, the rookie, trying to get his experience on stage.
We see Razors just jump out of that situation.
Yeah, and they see one over towards B, and they know they can split over towards
us. More than happy to bait that move out and then just satchel away to safety.
Oh my god, 1 HP.
It's been lovely at anchoring towards market so far.
He used to stay alive just purely for his trips. I'm down for him to just run out of there.
MIBR done what they needed to so far. Looking to get the plant down. Havoc in an awkward position, only playing with that 1 HP.
Yeah, now we're in that make-believe Pearl scenario where the spike is down front.
Yeah, but we got to keep an eye on this guy. Artsin been lurking all the way from A.
Time to hold down
the guy that used the ult to enable them to push over towards site.
Flank coming in here for Artsin as well. Havoc got brought down eventually, clinging to life as he was.
Yeah, front timeout, that's all he needed.
The shock darts being thrown at him here. Nos were not able to get them behind the barrier. Mosh pit here to stall that further, and Artsin finally. The best laid plans don't always pay off, but that one wide flanking with 3K.
It was on halfway to another ult.
Perfectly timed. Just Artsin, another beneficiary of the duelist to sentinel pipeline that we have seen in. Oh my god, yeah, that was some nasty work from Pala. We've seen so many great duelists just switch over to the sentinel
thanks so much. Jinx, it 7 with the Prime.
Meteor of Gen G.
Thank you, mate. Welcome in.
That category. MIBR get there first. And showing why the
Okay, with
Gecko
this
is
MW0
essentially a
gets
must-pick
his
on
op out.
this map. Whenever I see a team not playing the Gecko, a little bit worried because getting that easy plant on B, playing from main, is such an easy way to stack up rounds.
Alec, hello mate, how we done?
Again, Havoc though, playing for a bit of that early information. CyberK just thrown
Good news
down
is
by
they kept it
both.
pretty clean, so money's good. They can lose one.
Okay, shoulder pick this time. He doesn't
What
actually
is
take
he?
99 points of health in order to get that information.
Yeah, and Havoc has been playing really active, actually, in these rounds with not a lot of setup. A couple rounds now. Just
Did he
pressuring
bait
those
him
B-main
into the cam
solo.
by pressing his cam? Those are nice shots still.
But here with that paranoia, a little awkward. He's forced to get back off that angle. So nothing doing over at A for MIBR so far. Thrash went into market by the looks of things.
I mean,
no
the
defenders were set
trip
up
just
there at
wrecked
the
him.
time.
Can NRG still make it?
Also right
Yup.
now, no recon, no drone.
Don't have the exact
But should be
things, but
cycling the recon
big game for
pretty
them today.
soon. Perhaps going to send that into B main. It's quite passive positions for Fury right now. MW can see him with the op so far back. And with those passive positions, it's just offering MIBR mid for the taking, mid for free.
There's a potential double face here into the cross to market for MIBR. They need to be wary of this. No, they're going to be stacked up high-low. They're expecting the top mid take from MIBR.
An issue here is though, they know Havoc is on this site, but they have not dealt with these tripwires. They do go down now though.
Flashed out. Parla held his ground there. Shandy not able to complete the kill. Mazin sitting tight inside market. Obviously now in that post plant.
Deep flash, Mazin in
Wait.
trouble right now.
No way he's getting out of that one. That late pressure from mid here. Arsene might be able to capitalize, but he's going to have to be quick about it.
that was so
Definitely
good.
timing
That
is
was like
everything for Arsene again.
the longest double take.
Okay. Spike tapped. Rich here knows he's going to be under pressure, but Arsene on the flank. He's found two. That's it. Once again, late flank paying off for the Cypher. Khalil has got no idea where to look. Again, gives it a tap, fault
Yeah,
line.
really nice, man.
It's
They're
gonna be another 3K
gonna
for
be on top
Arsene.
of this. He's everywhere.
Just spray downs from the back, perfect timing, patience at the end was
Tats-
nice. These flanks have been so
Tatsumasa
well
with the 3
executed,
months.
and
Thank you
Furia
with the tier
have
1.
not been able to
Appreciate you
find,
doing that.
you know, that moment to just turn around, shut
You
him
didn't see the
down.
omen?
Surely at this
I
point,
think
they've
his
gotta
Cypher
be
was close,
expecting
right?
this from him.
I think he just thought it was fine.
Set up to receive a push.
I think he just thought the mid. There was no way that someone was going to be middle.
Instead, he went market.
He's too
from
busy
mid
already
this
in his
time.
brain,
And it's
just
not gonna have the
switching
same impact
back
as
onto the
prior
flash
round.
icon.
And that's going to result in the timeout. I mean, that is the obvious first thing to address here with these
Sei FPS as well. Thank you so much with the Prime.
Actually, this was the site
Dude,
too.
a lot of
in
subs
their
today.
last
What's going on
Sunset
here?
game
Thank you for the 7
against
months, man.
Loud.
Appreciate the Prime.
They put up a respectable 9 rounds against Loud. And it was their B hits that got them the majority of that on their attack side. That's where they really thrived. And they're doing so right now.
Jambo
despite Havoc having
FPS as
some
well.
Pretty solid anchoring so far. Those
Yampy
tripwires
alt
staying up
account.
a little bit
Thank you
longer
so
than
much, Jambo.
usual. You know,
Thank you
you
for the
expect
Prime.
that Raze nade to come in, try to break the
All the
one
primers.
close that's, you know, always on main there. So I'm impressed right now with
Team is better on
MIBR.
paper.
This play on B, rock solid.
And to be fair, for
I would
Furia,
still say
the B
Furia.
side of the map
I
is
think
the
that's
only
fair to
area
say.
they're really being super proactive and getting that information early. It's been Havoc right shoulder peeking or jump peeking that B lobby spot. But the rest of the map often being given up by Furia.
No more Slug
And
approves.
that's why
Yeah, they kind of got
constant
overtaken by
Arsene.
Slug Oiler a little bit.
I'm looking to see as well at some point here, maybe Furia will go for some kind of aggro pop flash play into B main. We'll have to see. Paula here though, Showstopper active. Shandy notably has the null command, so, you know, if in range, here's that Showstopper Q, we'll pop that to counter
Oh,
it.
bye. 3 guns.
We'll have to see.
Parla just raw swings that. Will force Havoc off the angle. He actually retreats not to the back of B, but to market. Because mid is not held from top mid, Furia are concerned about presence there.
And there's that satchel thrown from Paula just to break a tripwire. Wasn't there that time, but that is the most common spot. It connects from that box to the opposite wall.
Interested to see what we're going to see from
unbreakable without
Furia
utility.
next round.
Like this confidence
I
from Parla.
still,
Knows he's safe
when
to
I
move
see,
into
when I look at
space
teams
now.
like MIBR,
Mid
when you don't
definitely
have
smoked
like
up as
the
Furia.
don't have like the Sova, the Fade, or
To
any
set up,
kind of
maybe.
drone,
Gonna interrupt with the pop flash
and
here
teams
through.
are leaning heavier into like
Ready for it,
the
though. Still caught. Shandy able to
kind
bring him
of
down.
double
Now
flash
the attention's
comps.
over at A. FURIA give
Still
that
think
side
that
up essentially.
smokes here and holding,
Now it's a race.
or at least
With a
fake
one-way
pressure
throw
over
towards
towards
Link here.
B main is so good.
0 point will spot
I
them
want to
out.
see that way more.
This slows MIBR down for a moment here, but 3 in spawn for FURIA.
Yeah, this is
Khalil was
a
able to TP
really
over
good
fast, so
flank.
they're all gathered up. There's no command timing is great.
They just take the fight straight up. There's no
Yeah, and
detail
everyone
for
on
MIBR
site just needs to
play
make a
from.
lot of sound. They don't have to commit, and Cypher
Havoc
should
getting
get a kill.
spotted out here. Oh, Havoc gets the drop on Mazine. Not what you want to see. Rich low. 9 HP, but able to get the spike down, but a very clean defensive round so far from FURIA, with the exception of those couple guns they gave away.
It's nice shots.
Yeah, pretty valiant effort there from Rich at the end, but that was great from FURIA. That rotation speed was excellent. Khalil making use of that Omen teleport ult, which often is hard to do so, but it allowed them to stack up 3 and spawn, take that face
I think if
together
MIBR had
towards
this
players
from
on
the
site.
beginning, they would have had a chance of
Mid-push
making
out here,
playoffs.
excellently timed.
I think America's is
Flanker
too
down,
stacked.
Gets the ult for Havoc to pop, gets all of the info.
But again, that null command timing is important, and you can't expect that every
I
round.
think FURIA
because
might have had a good
MIBR
chance.
can't isolate them at the back of the site there in spawn. They can't throw a smoke to that spot. They have to take these raw engagements, and FURIA have the numbers advantage. They're stacked for it.
And with the null command, Paula's showstopper in that situation could have been the catalyst for getting a pick back, evening that up 4v4. Denying FURIA from pushing forward even because they don't want to get hit by the rocket, but not even an option with the null command. So great round, and now MIBR's economy on the line.
Parla goes for it. Takes a little bit of damage, but
Yeah.
it's worth it. Havoc was waiting in the corner there. Was
He
there a
was
force
not
on the line? Back
expecting
into Boba
that.
now. Here's that fast
FURIA,
hit for
hello.
MIBR, and they're sitting on a thrash
I
here
see.
after the fact.
That explains a lot.
Operator in the hands of MW, and now the Thrash. A bit of further delay, aftershock as well. It all connects, but Artson caught a
save it,
little
kill.
too greedy.
Nosmo does go down to the aftershock, I think, and there is Rich just plunging into market. Sheer weight of ultimates for MIBR, to be fair. Showstopper and Thrash,
Wait,
big
did this
difference
not
makers.
completely wreck their
Excellent
money?
proactive, confident decision there from MIBR to
Yeah, I think I actually did it
storm
twice,
into market
Prius.
off the Thrash. Artson took that first contact, was scared that was
Fair play,
going
you've
to
been on
be
it this week,
great.
man.
That's what I called out, but the rest of the team were so fast to trade off of that. Mazin, perfect timing with this flank, just causing disarray. The flash comes in from the Gecko, that Dizzy as well, just at the very end. Nicely played. Again, it's this B play from MIBR that is impressive.
And FURIA are trying to mix it up. This time, straight down mid with the Guardian. We'll see a little bit of a weaker buy as
Okay,
MW0
suck
bought
it.
an operator in the
Against
previous round.
against a low buy,
Team is
the
going
hand delivery of a gun.
TP into spawn.
At least distract to
He's in
get him out.
trouble. But meanwhile, MIBR are executing a fast hit over on a beam. Mazin is
Yeah.
stalling and getting himself a kill. Can't complain about
Yeah,
that.
but
One for
still,
one, the
that's an
gun
extra
is
gun. They
dropped
kind
over.
of
Listen, he
I
got
love
his,
that.
he got them in the side for
yeah.
free.
They at least had a
They
big
will
distraction
take
to
that.
get over towards the site.
Paul's pushed up far here with low HP. Going to try to just make his escape with Rich. Get back. Again, it's planted for B main. They can play this safe. They can just spam down those diffusers.
Nosma has no util, but Khalil has plenty to work with. He's dispensing some of that now.
The only issue is with Mazin down. They don't have a smoke covered. There could be fights for FURIA. Perfect timing on that Rolling Thunder.
Oh, Khalil covered Wazira as he tried to back away after being stunned up by that fault line, or rather the Rolling Thunder. Team wants to swing out on this.
Oh boy, they planted a little bit too deep as well.
For 4 in the round,
Yeah, and he can
FURIA
defuse
sneak one
partially through
And
the wall.
the issue with Mazin going down there on display with that retake, despite the Rolling
Great
Thunder's
sign.
timing, just because they weren't able to smoke off main. Fights taken with from FURIA, excuse me, they had decent enough weaponry to take them. And so you're not able to get a safe spam line on the spike. There are going to be crosshairs on you right there. Khalil, lovely taps when the swings came in, when they were forced to swing.
On delivery
to
service,
kill that
yeah, I
diffuser,
hate
and they
rounds like
couldn't do
that
it.
against Ecos.
He was unaffected by that Rolling Thunder, which is
Like that
huge.
in
I
a
think
full
MIBR
buy
really
is
thought it was
legit. I'm
easy
in for it.
pickings for them on that
Not
side.
on an eco, you got to get
Little
2 in
10
this
and 4 right now.
situation,
We're
and
gonna see
even then I'm
Smash
not
over
even
at
sure
A.
it's
There's a mix
worth.
up for MIBR. Smoke to top mid by the attackers too.
Recon comes through, just dodged barely by Paula there. There's perhaps some false info from that for FURIA, though there hasn't been a push-up just yet on actually a 0 point cycled after the recon, just in case they did hide from it. We're taking advantage of that and walking up, so further delay.
Khalil gonna about to get busy. Crosshair placement broken by Parla with the satchel across. Not affected by the paranoia here though.
Oh,
A lot
that's
of
a
that
nice
util being
backup
thrown down.
flash.
Fault line did connect onto the Omen, but Shanti is here.
Oh, both of the flashes from the KO were insane.
I mean, Khalil has been
Nice
on
shots from
fire
Khalil.
in this stage too. Rich trying to bring things back. 2 versus 2 though. 1 orb away from getting the Thrash activated here as well. Still has the wingman for a free plant.
And Havoc was up against that Artazine trip at B lobby, decides to clear it here.
So they can at least press tab and realize they got fish short.
The Thrash is going to be
Trip
here
goes
to clear.
behind.
MW0 keeping a respectful distance from this. We'll be setting up in spawn. No smokes here left for the attack.
MW0 just shoot wingman.
Dizzy to throw out. Oh my goodness!
I mean, he's
MW0
full
gets
blind,
that.
I'm pretty
And he
sure.
interrupts the plan.
I even don't think he
has it
saw
all
him
to do
before
now.
the flash hit him.
Getting pressured by Havoc from
I think he's just taking the timing on that.
FURIA, you know they can slow it down a little bit here. They could have had a double fight.
Ooh, nice. Why does it feel like Artazine and Rich are just taking turns of winning them rounds?
Just outlandish from him on this map. I mean, straight up,
Artazine's kind of won in 3 rounds on his own.
Rounds now with those 3K flanks on B, 1 versus 2 clutch. Rich got a bit scrambled in that situation. The wingman plant out in the open, a little bit awkward, perhaps trying to bait in a peek where the Dizzy would capitalize. You know, could see the play he was attempting, but then swung too early. That, though, from FURIA was nice. These flashes from Shandy getting
I didn't think he did.
big value.
Oh, he played that corner so well.
What a recovery. Looking fantastic on this Sentinel role that he's swapped to here with the additions of the rookies.
This time less proactive from FURIA on the A side, allowing Pala to
comp
get
do I
within
like more?
striking distance of elbow.
And we're going to have that paranoia for
Here he is.
MW0. Can he capitalize?
Time it up with the smoke dissipating. Pala's there, paranoia.
I
after
think,
it. Oh my team, you're not going anywhere. Eliazzi hoping to pick up the pieces. Gets away with
That's
just
pretty
5
huge.
HP.
I think that this comp
Risky
is
from MW
easy
take
to
another, but he was
counter,
feeling
in my
himself in
opinion.
that scenario, was confident in taking another duel. At the very least, brings Liazzi down to 5. Now Artazine contacting up, trying to expose an open area of the map to even the odds, bring it back to a 3 versus 3.
Rich gets on this line, crucially. Plenty of sound being made though.
Do I like the new NRG comp on this map?
A here.
Yeah.
There are trips
I think it's
inside
good.
market though for FURIA. So plenty of information there for them. And they've left the Cypher on that weak side.
I like all the NRG comps apart from
And
the
they've got to know that this is
Haven.
absolutely possible. I mean, they certainly
30
do.
seconds left.
Havoc
And they can just play for this retake, right? I mean, they have the man advantage. They have great utility here. Shandy has a 0 point. There's a recon for Noswar. Flash as well for Shandy.
prefer the Jet over the Raze.
so much to
No,
get
but I
back
don't
in.
think it's a deal breaker.
Okay, that was an info TP from Khalil over towards
I
Lee.
kind of prefer Neon
he saw
than
anything.
Raze than Jet. But if
Kept
I
on
had
the
to
back
fully
now, at
choose,
least.
I would always choose the
FURIA
Sage
have some time
over
to converge here over
all
on the
3
A
of
side.
them.
From every angle, they can actually post up with these 4 players.
Link cleared by that 0 point from Shandy.
Great.
Time being taken. Oh, Hartson again!
They keep giving it to him every time.
Yeah, dude, he might,
All right,
he might actually just win him another round.
Pretty powerful there. Shandy able to catch out Liazzi though with the molly. It's up to Shandy.
Doesn't matter, man. The raid boss is
And
here.
Artazine's on the run.
Look at him
Artazine's- He's all over
go.
it.
Dude,
Another
4 rounds.
3K from him.
4 rounds
He's
from
been
him
allowed to
getting
get away with
multi-kills.
Literal, actual
Last
murder.
round before the switch.
For MIBR, they want to figure out what they're going to be doing in the future. Of course, this season is over.
Yeah, this
It's
guy
about
secured
training these
himself
rookies, bringing
a
them in.
spot.
What are the pieces that we have to move forward with this squad? And I'm going to go ahead and say that keeping Artazine on Sentinel, this role swap seems pretty good, man. I feel like this is something they may want to keep.
Squash the last.
That's been absolutely astounding. Constantly having an outsized impact in his position, round after round. At least 4 or 5 rounds out of these last 11.
He's
been
15
the
to
guy.
7. The next closest player is 7.
Fast satchel up mid
Got
from
double
Paulo
the
with
next
smoke
closest
down
player
up top.
on
Is
his
he going
team.
to try to get into this that early?
Audacious. He's
Big-
actually
big
made it
Joel
into
in
top
middle
mid there
right
as well.
now.
Shandy's heard this
Oh,
and
there's so
gone
many
off the
Joels
angle.
at the
Goes
same
for
time.
couldn't get away, and it's
Bro,
Artazine
this guy.
again. This guy is relentless.
This guy is
No
single-handedly
presence remaining for
gonna win him the
Over
map.
on this B side. And a fully stacked, armed to the teeth and hungry MIBR can settle into this post plot.
I mean, the perfectly timed flanks, the clutches, the entries. Artazine
The
just
season
does it
format
all.
was terrible. Don't,
Zero down trying to get into market.
you don't, don't like the games that mean nothing in week 3 when we got a whole
Now
another
wrap
week
on
to go.
Pala, instantly taken down by a blade. But there's the issue of this B lobby presence now. Mozero might just plunge in here. Mazin first, he's caught, holding the angle like a sentinel.
Player standing.
And it's going to be all down to Khalil now. Been in this position before.
What's another death?
Tap. Liazzi not convinced. Artazine gives it a peek, and there it is. Yet another 3K from this guy.
What a
He's gonna walk out of this half
half, by the
like
way.
an executioner.
What a
Someone
half.
bring up the
Did he end
scoreboard.
on
I need to see what
18
this guy
kills?
is at really quick.
18
Thank
to
God.
Casual 18-7 as the Cypher on offense. Taking it nice and chill there. Staying a little hydrated too. to clean spray downs. You know, Havoc really getting exploited on this B site.
Do you think MIBR are doing what Koi should have done regarding the roster? Isn't like try people for next year? Just kind of scout a little bit.
Totally caught by the attack.
Yeah, I do. I think that Koi. You know what? You know why I think that Koi did stick together and didn't try that? It's because it looked like they had a lot of stuff that they wanted to show still. Like, they had a lot of stuff that was pretty decent that they didn't get a chance to show. Scampers with the Prime. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 4 months. Thank you for doing that. Oh, dude, I need to mute this. This keeps getting me owned. They keep using copyright music. They looked at Pacific and they're like, oh, okay. Keep getting copyrighted. Let's get copyright. Normally their music's good. I don't know why. They put like a 1-minute break in and it's just copyright music. I think Riot should remove all points from planting and defusing. Someone asked this a while ago and I kind of liked it. You know what? I would be down for an off-season event where they tried it. I know that's not a thing, but I've always talked about this, like an off-season event where you just try loads of stuff in the game, see if there's any improvements you could make to certain things.
Gun round in the first half.
Janine, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate the 17 months. Did you see Kalawan Laz interview? Now says that the players wanted to switch roles earlier, but he was hesitant. He has a lot of praise for Laz. I can see that. I mean, I think Laz is unbelievable.
Really excellent job from them stepping up here on their map pick.
I like that they wanted to change something. They kind of knew that they weren't going to win unless they changed something. I respect that.
Because FURIA banned out Lotus, which is where MIBR beat Loud. They wanted to get rid of a good map from them. And you know, certainly MIBR weren't expecting to go up against this comp. I don't think anyone would. It's a very unique one.
The truth is, we believe in the players, giving them time to develop. Hello, by the way, Bambino. So, assistant coach from Koi, from what we were talking about earlier, says, the truth is, we believe in the players, giving them the time to develop and not insta-kick them off the split one to see how they can grow. We also knew we had more to show as a team, and benching players is super expensive financially. I mean, that's a very accurate thing to say, man. I think that makes a lot of sense. And at least where I'm from, because I did kind of flame you guys a little bit for not trying out new players, but I'm glad I got to see some of the stuff that you didn't get to show in the season 1. Like, that was kind of nice.
Will there be a play from
because I think it's
out of this? It looks like it.
I think it's a good sign that it shows that it wasn't like that everyone was putting in a good amount of time. It sucks when you have so much stuff and you you don't get the opportunity to show it. Especially when there's 7 maps, you only get to play 3.
Rich brings him down for a 4K on the pistol, and it might be a pick up where they left off.
I was hoping he'd get us first on the board there. What a way to start this for
yeah,
MIBR.
These two are fragging out heavy.
Play in middle. I mean, you could just see the setup. It was obvious what was going to happen there. Rich ready in the smoke was holding that. Timing with the dizzy sends that out.
Bambino, by the way, thank you for giving us that.
Beautiful timing. Swings through market. Excellent from MIBR. The coordination there looking really, really rock solid. And for a team that has only been able to practice with each other for a couple of weeks. I mean, they started week 1, they were playing with Paint and Shazam.
Yeah, the third match, of course, with their entire lineup. Fun fact as well, MIBR
Rubino, that's very true.
In kickoff. That was actually when they were able to find
I think that's a good case in point.
Been a rough run through VCT Americas.
And many changes for them, player changes, coaching changes, Fraud taking the reins there. Furion, nearly a pure eco. MW is going to bring the Sheriff into this round.
All right, trying to mow them down, but Noswa and MW clap them, and it's going to be Liazzi here set up on the A side. Eventually a rotate coming through from Parla, who does have an Outlaw in hand here.
This is the guy with a Ghost as well, left alone.
He's bought some time. It's actually been slow going for FURIA. Oh, elbow! Okay, just a Ghost, you say. Fair enough.
Okay, but we got a gun here.
Two was Liazzi now. Okay, this is audacious. Shandy wants to create some space to make this plant happen, but Paolo disrespects it.
Big flash, big
pushes
swing.
down, but makes noise. Gets Shandy off the plant. And Arsene, man of the hour.
Yeah, I mean, made it
Stops the
expensive.
plant.
Got 2 guns out of
From
him.
him to clean that up. Pretty nerve-wracking when that crossfire that should have gotten a lot of value against the Classic somehow.
Yeah, I
just
think it's
goes
always a hard call to
1
make,
for 2. That
Bambino.
is
You also don't want
really
to.
tough. And Liassi just
You don't
the
want to be
solo ghost
don't want to be like
backside.
harsh as well. Yeah, like especially when you believe in the players and like certain things haven't gone your way.
Was expecting him to just go down maybe one.
Like I don't think it's an easy decision to make to just go right. We got to focus on next year, especially when you believe there's potential.
This season.
3 light armors on Furia right now. Paolo.
I respect all the answers as well,
with
man.
that outlaw. It starts to peel off of the angle. He can punish that. MW0 does not have full armor.
Nas were there as well, 2 of the light armor players.
No chance though to get that outlaw value. Furia just take their foot off the gas on the B side for now. It's a through spawn rotation to start to put some pressure on A. At least probe a little bit of Mazin.
Just playing with some info trips on MIBR. You can see that one on Market. You know, back towards elbow as well when the players fall off from main, when Mazin falls off from main.
Pila's still speculating with some of those shots that there has been a Furia player left behind in B lobby.
MIBR just hoping that if the hit comes in on B, Paula can take that first contact. Will be enough of a distraction that Artzin's position in the corner will be the one to clean up, get a few kills.
Look at MIBR just
The timing on this. I mean, the Omen probably kills him, right? Is it bad timing?
Mazin, the timing.
30 seconds
seen him.
left.
Okay. Question is, anyone else with Havoc? No. Brings the Cypher down. Doesn't feel yet confident going to recover that weapon.
Spike
Not the
planted.
safest of angles as Mozera is covering it.
Oh.
Mazin wins that out as well. Unreal.
Wait, are
The
they doing
lowest
this?
rated player in Americas after stage 1. Really starting to come alive. And now he gets himself that Vandal. Still each of the post plant though to deal with. Shani wants to pop flash himself in, but Liazzi had the angle with the Outlaw. And now the attackers are down to 2. Thrash here with some reconnaissance. Nosma holds his nerve and the angle eventually though is
Can his
chomped.
teammate protect him? There's a good chance they can.
Here is MIB. Want to wrap around and
Whoa, whoa,
pressure
the tunnel
player
vision, bro. You
Khalil
can't
for
tunnel
2.
vision like that.
Now Rich
Player standing.
trying to get that defuse
Oh
on, but
no, the
eventually
tunnel vision
Nosma
is so
gets him.
it's so
Furia
crazy how
finding a
many
chance to
players
breathe here.
get wrecked by this visual stunning someone.
And on a very crucial round, just nearly getting bonused, which would have been the game falling completely out of their hands. Considerable lead for MIBR at that point in terms of the economy, the recovered rifles. Really nicely done, and credit to Khalil there as well, as things for Furia for the majority of that round getting really disconnected. MW taking that solo peek towards spawn, trying to just capitalize off that kill. You know, didn't call for a pop flash, for instance, from Shandy, just tried to get a pure trade on Mazin and falls because of it. And then Shandy just throwing a flash for himself. It was haphazard, it almost fell apart, but recovered from Noswar, that calm IGL presence.
Door brought down as once again Furia take that mid control. MW0 quite proactive here. Oh my goodness, dashing over towards Bobin. Mazin has heard this, but does he think the jet is the timing?
Mazin.
No. Arsene still able to bring MW down though.
Arsene kind of bailed him out here a
Second
little bit.
to
It looked like he
Furia
wasn't
went.
fully ready
While
for
the
it.
heads were turned for MIBR, they get in and onto the site.
And now how
Looks
do
like
they
it's a
play
good
this?
plan.
Looks
Oh
like
boy.
Sean wants to go
Okay, it's a good plan for
forward.
Market.
No, they are just going to retreat. Play for B main,
And
play
there's
for the
3
snap.
people he's got to kill on Market.
Got with Util out was Rich, but Liassi was
Okay,
there
I would
for the
love
trade.
a wraparound.
Now Furia don't have any elements outside of that B lobby. They might sneak Khalil around for a late reflank.
If a smoke goes up towards main, I'm looking at that recon from Noswar. Can it get
Khalil's the
value
big player
in some
here.
players from behind that cover?
Flash here. Fault line also thrown up.
How many is Khalil good
also been
for?
employed here by
2?
the defenders. Shani knows that someone's coming at him through the smoke. He's
1.
able to get him, and Khalil, that late reflank is good.
Whoa.
Can he stop the
Wait.
defuse? Mazin is on it. He's sticking it. And Khalil is too late.
Oh man, I
MIBR
thought he
get
had
the
it.
defuse in the final
Dude, he kind of
moments.
got unlucky with the spam there.
That is a tragedy.
Yeah, and
Khalil,
that's
that
it's kind of
late
planted for
reflect,
him
it was
to
a
have,
risk that
have an
almost
easier
paid
spam.
off. Trying to replicate the magic of Artzin from
They
the
win
first
one,
half.
they lose the next.
That elusive presence from the Cypher that was such a thorn in Furia's side, but they can't quite match him.
I like the ideas though from FURIA here. They really didn't
Change
just
this
want
map.
to sit in B main. They
Yeah.
were always trying to push someone apart, someone on a late reflank.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a cool
Okay,
execute
I
that they
don't
tried. It's
mind the
reminiscent of
plant for
something that
market.
Fnatic
Like the
actually
plant
used
for
to do on
market's
Haven,
fine
where you
because
would, send it up
because of the
through mid
angles,
B
right?
and split
Got
over
full freedom
onto the
here,
seaside. Teams
and
doing
this
it
is
on B, but
spammable.
now it's fast
It's
from
so
FURIA
okay.
again.
But yeah,
Straight into
just
elbow.
get rid of this line where
There's
you
the
can
value
plant,
though there.
and it's such a
Rich
good
knows
map.
that there's a lot of FURIA players descending upon them
I
right now.
really hope they actually do that change. It's
Spike is
such an
left
easy
way
change
back
to be
here
such a
over on the
good
corner.
change.
TP
Get
came
rid
in
of where
though
this
from
line is
Khalil.
to plant.
FURIA really trying to overload this site, but Rich holds his own. Through elbow, there'll be 3, but Wazira is positioned further forward.
FURIA really needs to win this round. This is a giant round, by the way. No one has any money. Like, literally every single person is
exposed to Rich for too long. He got hit by that
poor
spike
as
cam
hell.
dart.
Got
Still,
no
that
money.
spike is sat back at A-Long. They don't need it.
Okay, well, MIBR on
Kills, very
an
good.
eco.
More of those.
This
The
is
speed
FURIA's
from
chance to
FURIA
get some
was
more ults.
Totally out of nowhere. They had
money.
not done anything like that yet. Just bursting up at the elbow, and you could see Pala just not prepared, was on the angle, but just not ready to get swung by multiple players. I think that was a triple face.
Here.
And though Khalil didn't win that previous round, cleaning up all of the kills, not allowing one saved rifle from MIBR has actually gotten them back really in the game now as they convert the second. The economy totally broken for the Made in Brazil side. 5 classics here.
Cover going out.
Zin here is about to get extreme. Okay, he must know this
If it
finals
happens,
presence after
I
that
mean, if it
camera.
happened, the next
And
big
he gets
plant would
right off
just
the
be the
angle.
corner. Wherever the corner is,
kind
that
of
you
round
can
you can really
plant. But
challenge that
at least
at
you have
all.
to swing wider.
One way
Go
will
to this
deter
angle. You
FW0 though.
get shot from here. Like, it's all about angles.
FURIA pull out of mid.
And even if you plant it here, it's not as strong. It's just the fact that when you
All the
peek
way
this, you
back.
pre-fire and you get so many
Try and
people in a line and the
Fade out some
diffuser.
swings if they can.
It's
Don't want to get
Yeah, it's-
overactive against this eco. They can convert it clean, begin to build the economy. Definitely strong for them in the latter
this is an
half
eco
of this
and
game.
really
Hard
is
to
like a
make
full eco. For people that were watching yesterday, you know that I said that I would like teams to,
You mentioned
on
it at
attack,
the beginning of the half,
to
but in
kind of
that
treat
first
this
half,
as like
only
the
winning
second round.
one gun round
Right, where
against
you know that
MIBR,
you full reset
despite
them and
it
they're all
being a
going to
tie
have
game,
like
has
classics
really
or
made
like
it
a
feel like
sheriff.
they've never
Like
been
right
in
now, one
control.
person that has like a ghost or some kind of small
FURIA
gun to
process,
just scout
found
out
that
where
elbow
the
kill and
stack
straight
is.
back to B.
Or you could send him in
MIBR
over here,
had
you could
enough
have your
time to
teammates
respond,
ready
but
to
actually
react, or he
stacked
could
here
walk into
for
A right now and call you back.
MW0
And
always
that's the one
first
thing
out.
that definitely is gonna
Grenade.
happen. I
Will
don't see
end
any
up behind
teams
him,
doing
but
it.
nowhere to look.
Because like this
Artisan with
eco
the
is a
classic.
little bit too scary for an
Okay,
eco.
Mazin
Like look at the
has to
HPs.
salvage.
This can all be
Not too
avoided by
bad.
one person
Good economic damage at
scouting
least
out,
done there
just
for
like you would on a
FIBR.
second round.
Ooh, could have been ugly.
It'll happen.
Very
but-
good there.
Good rotate in, good stack there from MIBR. Significant damage done. Keeps Furia's economy there.
It
very
did
honest,
schedule for the
actually.
playoffs?
As we head
Ooh,
into this
I'll
next,
need to look at
which
that,
is an
Lexi.
incredibly pivotal round, Mitch. There are many,
Lexi,
many
tweet
big
it,
ultimates active
or is
right
this?
now. Nosler with the Hunter's Fury, Shandi with the Null command. So with that in play, I'm expecting to see MIBR have their Cypher set up
It's
on
me,
one
love
side
that
of the
thing.
map, playing Artzin elsewhere so he doesn't get hit by that, so the trips aren't offline. And you can see just that. Trip over towards A, one towards B.
Last hit behind the null command here. Why? This might be a round we remember when we think back on this
Nice shot.
game. Was there only good for one though?
It,
Artsy
Pala
with all that
has been
util.
baited in
Hunter's
real
Fury came
good.
out there, didn't find any purchase, and essentially MIBR have gotten back off that A site. They've allowed
Ooh,
Fury to
real
come
good.
in. The rotates though.
Dude, imagine
not
he goes
fully
all the
committed.
way around.
Look at Pala right now. He pushed
Yeah,
all the way
he
through
might-
elbow.
he might have two.
Does he catch this timing or does
Oh.
Nosler catch him?
Oh, he wins it out, and then Satchel to break it up.
I mean, that's not how I
Showstopper
thought he
is
was gonna
good,
get two, but that was
and
sick.
Shandy. Now Bomb Buddy.
No charges.
Literal theft at least able to be used here though by the defenders. They've got all the info at their fingertips now. They know Khalil is embedded here on the A site, still yet to plant a player in elbow who can't see too much right now. Havoc's not in a great spot to have impact. Pala is going hunting. Everything stops dead for just a second. Khalil heads over in the spawn direction. He doesn't feel
It's
confident
so
about
much
planting at all. There's
time.
too many vultures circling this site.
What is that from Havoc?
Unbelievable!
Oh no.
Collateral headshot now, still some more work to do. Havoc has
Oh,
another crack
my.
at it, make it 3. Neural theft this time from the attackers,
No,
and
man.
it's all up to Liazzi. Tries to swing it, but
Holy.
Khalil,
Doing the arts in
unstoppable.
cosplay.
What a round from Havoc, that is absurd.
Outrageous recovery. The rookie from Brazil
Yeah,
at the
the
beginning of this
Cyphers are
season
doing-
now going up against
Cyphers are doing work.
the even fresher rookies that MIBR have brought in. Havoc had such a slow start
He
at
was
the
so
beginning of
shaky.
this year.
You could see his crosshair wobble in that first game against NRG in stage 1, but this is... Oh, he's cool, calm, collected, locked in.
Fantastic jiggle peaks from him. 2 versus 4. It was so patient from those FURIA players. And MIBR, excuse me, maybe kicking themselves for not getting more proactive in one of those moments when they had sent out the paranoia, perhaps. You know, of course, that smoke was down from Shandy, made it a little bit awkward. So can't be, you know, mad at that slow play, just waiting out for the tap, waiting. Havoc taking matters into his own hands has really come to life in stage 2, which is really nice to see.
The ledge behind him.
Again, he was
it's
succumbing to the nerves early on.
Those little things are so hard to get down.
It was a very slow progression. There were definitely people that were calling for his head after stage 1, thinking that he was the guy who needed to be replaced, but they stuck with him. They gave him a shot, and it paid off, you know?
They don't have like proper time to chill, think about it.
You know, the state of their season, their inability to make playoffs. But when you're looking to the future, he was really one of the only
when teams omen flash and do nothing with it. Something that I've noticed a lot from Loud since Pancada's come back. Like Pancada is fragging so heavy, but the amount of times I see a omen flash.
And there's a reason, and we're finally
either
to see
not used
why.
with the team, not used full stop, or just used and no one can even do anything
Maybe
behind
too late
it.
this season, but not too late in general. Both these rosters are looking to the future. The future for MIBR,
One
at
of the
least in this game,
big,
is bleak.
it's one of the
They
big
call a
progressions
timeout,
of this
they bring
year
a
as well. The
bucket
omen flash, everyone just gets that
into this round from Mazin.
it's like the bit of util.
Last round was very pivotal in terms of momentum. MIBR get broken. 0 point there, just spots.
Yeah, against the Cypher as well, just always spamming top mid.
One way
Want to
still
be
needs to
doing
be
that.
respected by the attackers.
Side angle held by Paula here, alone.
Okay, but he takes contact. The Aldron comes in way too late, and W0 already got smashed. One gun taken away from FURIA.
I think Loud should have stuck with QCK the whole split.
Full kit of utilities
I
still
just
available.
think, like, if I'm just gonna sum up Loud in one thing for this year, they just failed to understand the meta as well as they have other years. That's where I view it. They were always behind on this meta.
Just to waylay this FURIA assault, and they're waiting on some of those abilities to come back online, but we're now down.
That happens.
40 seconds. They're not seeing any probing from the defenders. Good discipline here for MIBR to hold their lines. Smoke to top mid, maybe.
Like when so much changes, it's so hard to
They've got that player, of course, in mid as
30
Havoc.
seconds left.
On a solo mission to mess with Mazin. Wins it out, even though he gets caught inside the trip.
Yeah, and he can call them all back. But they have 25 seconds, so they kind of got to hit sight. Oh, it's a weird round. Dude, he's doing so much.
This is breaking down awfully
15.
quick.
Yeah, Havoc's got to get over there. What a lovely flash.
And now it has to be salvaged. Havoc has to
Yeah,
make
we
his
got
way
no
through
time
without
for
doing
this
most of the
one.
heavy
Someone
lifting
can
in
just
this
run
round.
away.
To save it for FURIA. At risk of getting thrifty now, FURIA hope
they played it
Havoc
very
can get
well.
the job done. He's down to 35, then he won't have time to plant it. That is absolutely brutal. MIBR thrifted them to even up the game.
It all
They
began with that
panicked
first
and made
shot from
decision
Paula
based
getting
on
the man
panic. I
advantage.
don't even think it's
FURIA
panicking.
were hoping that with that noise
I think
cut and a bit
sometimes
of
you
pressure, there would be rotations off, but that pressure from Havoc came
like
just a little bit too late.
they
There
got
was no
wrecked a little
moment
bit by the
for
Viper
MIBR
nerfs
to
and the
even
Sky
really
nerfs.
consider
Right, they were like
actually
one of the teams
rotating
that used
off
that
because
the
round
most.
had gotten so
Viper and Sky.
down, you know, the clock getting so down low at that point that they were just.
And other teams adjusted and they went a little they went a different route. It just wasn't as good as what everyone else
we're
went
even
for.
once more. And MIBR been able to get an operator into the hands of Paula.
That's at least in my mind how I see it.
Holding a tiles angle right now. Havoc just ruins Rich.
Not only does Rich go down, he had the one
Nerfs are pretty
ultimate in play.
expected.
Thrash no longer on the field, no longer an option for MIBR.
FURIA here
We live in a little, everyone's in their own little bubble, right? We kind of expected it, we talked about it on stream a lot, how those nerfs were going to happen. But you're in your own little bubble where you're focusing on like your own team stuff, you're building the team, you're practicing in the off season. It's like we have the luxury of watching all the games, all the regions. We know all the the little things, and we have a good idea that like this is broken, this is probably going to get changed, this is looking like meta. Whereas the other teams are focusing on all the little things they need to fix.
Basically holds the barrel up to his own forehead there.
And so it's like watching all of this is like a luxury that these teams don't have. Ooh, I like the bait. Oh, it's a shame that the Cypher all came in.
Now gets triple face and nothing he could do there.
Yeah, they had a chance. Bro, this is no joke. This both the attack halves have just been What is going on today? Both the attack halves has just been how
MIBR's
much can our Cypher
Furia's lack of Gecko. Normally, it would just be that wingman planting safely. You don't have to commit
the
a player
Cypher
to
off?
doing
Yeah,
it.
it really is.
But with this comp, they have to commit to someone sticking.
Like
That's where
Artsin
that
raised the
fault
bar
line
and was
came in
like,
with the
go
nades
mate,
to Pala and
let's see if you can
Market.
jump it.
It just
Havoc's
didn't
actually
do
jumping
enough
it.
for them. Furia proactive, fighting back sight. Love to see that from them. This game is coming down to the wire, Mitch.
They kept 3 guns, have Furia. Obviously, Artsin at least able to keep a Vandal in hand here. See Havoc obviously finding 3 on the round there. Beautiful opener down mid to start with. I like that aftershock to force MW0 off the line, but Havoc, Furia rather, were always there in numbers, double, triple facing every one of those targets, peeking out a Boba at them.
And this match has just evolved into a Cypher showdown.
Yeah, it really has, man. We got 22 to 14. We got 22 to 14. It's
sick. On a show. This is just a Cypher dominant map as well. The agent has so much influence here.
MIBR just took a contact peek to B lobby. I think they're surmising that that is the Cypher side of the map for Furia. Parla even turned to anti-flash for this. Bolt line. Parla wants to chase this. Frenzy in hand. Can't quite get to grips with Havoc though, as he is able to abscond over towards the middle part of the map.
Yeah, instant reaction once he hits a lot of people. He's not even fragging out heavy as well. He's actually just getting in for calling for the rest of his team.
Noise made from the defenders in B main, Furia feel pretty content with
he's got a big lock on.
They know it's going to be the weaker site, and they are correct.
The visa thing earlier from Masters Madrid affected them too. Oh, for sure. They got a bad hand.
MW going down early though. Was that just pure spam? No, Mazin. He was on top
but I still think overall that was like
heads up from him to get the first.
Dropped off of it,
it's not like when your Visa are out there, you still can't do a lot of theory stuff on what comps you should be using. But I get you can't crack on it.
He gets tech, but Shandy's able to bring 2 down. They have to respond at the very least, but now he needs to deal with the rest of the threat on the side. Across the side goes Rich. He's trying to get in the elbow. Swings it, finds Khalil.
Wingman got a half.
HP. Needs to win this out against Havoc because the defenders are running out of time. It's just Mazin. And he's got nowhere to go. Trapped by Furia, who have no reason to overextend that fight. And they get their 12th round on the board.
2 chances to finish it.
For Nasr, but he is finding his value in this.
Numi Mayo, thank you so much. Dude, year and a half as well. Thank you so much for that.
I mean, at some point it was what, like 0-8, and at the least now he's 7 for 12. He's getting back in there. He's closing out some of these crucial rounds.
I think Liquid have a chance to qualify in playoffs. Yeah, I think they do. I think map-wise, Fnatic matchup
Furia were able to slow it down when they realized they had that
pretty well against the map-wise though, so I'm worried about the maps.
Important round. Finally, MIBR can buy up.
This could be it for them. Shandy, crucially, one away
I
from the
think
map-wise,
and
on the opposing side, Pala is
Liquid
one away from the
Ban, their best map from what I've seen.
Yet, though, with Furia,
the Haven looks kind of nice.
B, if they get that for Shandy, look, Artsin is on the site. Trips could be turned off. Util could be turned off.
Yeah, we'll see. I think the ban of your best map is always a nightmare.
They do get spotted out in B lobby though, and that deters them to some degree. MW0 lingered. But look at this, yeah. Havoc has gotten so
might be one of those
far
games though, who wants it more?
It's a ratty spot to play.
Fnatic has secured top 2, right?
They might be looking for a late flank.
And it's a spot where he's been playing frequently. And look, if Artsin does get captured by this null command, that trip in market will be turned off. Havoc will have a free flank to walk in.
Top 3 only. They need it. They can't get top 2. They're no matter what they're third. Okay, yeah, it might be who wants it more.
Putting a scratch on him. Here come Furia. Onto the side they go. Artsin here, hoping to play off Parla if they possibly can. Here comes Shandy with his back turned. Flash was good, but Artsin out of the range of it. Rich comes out from market, quite aggressive. We're now in a 2 versus 2, still pre-plant, mind you.
Yeah, Omen flash, stun, double flash, damage. Overwhelm's insane for the defenders there. As we know this guy is.
Works to stairs now.
Yeah, someone's got a little bit of a better headset than this guy.
Being lined up here, Liazi has to go for it, but it was a TP out for
Yeah, and this guy heard it though.
Altered now to B lobby.
Oh, what a nightmare. Gonna get the one way out.
Tough for the defenders to break this. Khalil sweet sets, and he's gotten 3 in that last round.
I mean, shout out to Artsin. Shout out to Havoc.
First half, some weird landings, but Havoc comes alive. It was a Cypher map, make no mistake. And beautiful.